Hi folks, Rick here. Today we're going to be showing you how to repack your exhaust. So I've got a Yoshimura RS2 and first thing here is I went and ordered a kit. I decided to get the thing from Yoshimura, get the factory one. That's my recommendation for you versus getting a universal one. I'll kind of show you why. Obviously they got specific instructions for your particular muffler. There's a couple other cool things that they got. Obviously, new stickers. That's worth its weight in gold just by buying those. So your exhaust pipe's going to come back looking like new. You got the right amount of packing, so there's no guesswork. This whole entire thing goes in your muffler. That looks like it's almost bigger than the muffler, so this is going to be fun getting that in. But it also comes with all your hardware. So this thing here not only comes with the right size pop rivets, but this has got all the muffler bands. You can see here it's got all the muffler bands and everything right in it. An extra bushing just in case you need one. But this is a whole kit. Everything specific, all pop rivets, the right size pop rivets, new bands, everything else. Now, you might be able to get away with some of this stuff without using it, but I don't think a universal kit's that much cheaper. To get everything the way it's supposed to go, the right packing, all the hardware, all new stickers, your muffler's going to be done. When you're done with this, thing's going to be looking like brand new, and you're going to be good to go. So I would recommend the factory kit. This one from Yoshimura is awesome. They ship it to you. It's a couple of days. Actually, some cool emails that they send you as well. But anyway, that's it. To get started on this thing, there's not much we really need. Going to need a pop rivet gun. Make sure you got one of those. We're going to need a punch, a 3/16 drill bit here to drill out those old pop rivets. So with that, let me go ahead and get my muffler up here set, and we'll start taking some of the stuff apart. All right, so what we want to do here is take our drill, and we want to drill out the heads of these pop rivets. So it's going to take some time here, but I'll just show you here. It goes relatively quick. This one takes a 3/16. I want to start off slow and just go down straight. Yeah, these are stainless steel too, so they're really tough. Just a little bit slower speed, just till we get that out of there. And then we'll pop them all off there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. This is going to take some time. I've got probably a dozen of these, and then we'll go to the repacking. Alrighty, so I got this thing apart. Once you drill out the rivets and stuff like that, this is in this tube here. You just take some pliers. I can grab on this side here with a set of pliers, tap down on this thing here, and then these end caps here will just pop off. Pull out all that stuffing stuff there, and you're good to go. So you want to inspect everything. Now that it's gotten apart here, we want to make sure everything's nice and clean. So I'm going to clean up all this exhaust fumes, exhaust grit, clean the inside of this tube. It's actually in pretty good shape. Clean this all off, make sure it's all nice and shiny. Clean off both my caps, and then we will be ready to repack this thing and put it back together. So it's pretty easy overall. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Just take your time. It was a little pain drilling these things out, but you just take your time. They come out. There's a lot of them on there. That's it. We've got it all apart. We're going to clean it up, put it back together, and we'll be good to go. All right, we're ready to start packing our muffler. So you want to go around and clean your parts here as best you can. I'm not going to clean the outside because when I get all the way done, I'm going to polish up really nice here. But this here isn't so much of a wrap, it's more of a packing type of deal here. So you want to go ahead and fit your internal baffle to one of your end caps. I'm going to do mine to the end. Then we're going to stick this one in here like so, and just try to get it in here. Just get it in where it's getting started. It can be a little tough. Watch your fingers on this stuff. All this stuff is really sharp. Let's see here. Let's get this lined up best I can. Let me get my little hammer out. I don't know what I did with it. I'll stick this down here. Down here on the end here. There we go. Okay, so it's starting to go in there. Not all areas though. Oops, that didn't work out good. All right, so I'm going to need to probably sit down with this one, so it probably won't be on the video there. But just keep tapping, get one side in here until you're until it gets good to go. All right, folks. So I've got my end cap on. I do want to tell you here, this has been a real pain in the ass getting this on here. This has really been tough. It's been tough getting it off, tough getting it on. The pop rivets here are stainless steel. They're super strong, a lot stronger than the aluminum ones. I had to go up to the store and get this big monstrosity in order to pull this off. Very difficult. Just trying to get this cap back in, get it in straight, get these rivets in. Really been in the pain in the butt. So now that I've got it, we can go ahead and stuff this in. You know, they make a couple different kinds of this stuff. I don't know if it's old stuff, new stuff, or what have you, but it's got some stuff here to keep it from blowing away. But some of this stuff is like a almost like a fiberglass blanket you wrap around. This stuff looks like some old mop material. But anywho, what we want to do now is once we get this cap in here, we want to go ahead and slide in our tube. Make sure it gets set in there nice and good and it's stuck down the bottom. Hopefully we can get this in here. No issues. Now we're going around backwards maybe. All right, so it's in nice and tight. We pack this stuff in here. You want to be careful here when you're packing it in to try to pack it around easy. You don't want to push this baffle here over one side or the other. You want to keep it straight. Want to make sure the stuff gets all the way down here in the tip, and just be darn careful there that it goes in as even as you possibly can. So we're basically just going to start shoving in. It's kind of like this. This is all it is. Just wedging it in here. Being careful not to cut yourself. It's very easy to get cut. Get yourself some type of a tool like this heavy duty square thing here, just to kind of help you poke it down there in the bottom like that. Again, the whole time you're doing it, make sure everything's going down nice and straight, and it's getting all the way down the bottom here, and that it's not off to one side. You can kind of feel it where it's going and where it's not, where you need to add a little bit more in there, and just do that. Just pile a little bit more of the stuff in here. Pack a little bit on this side, a little bit more. Just keep shoving it down in there like this. Then you want to go as even as you possibly can. All right, so this is it. I'm gonna keep going around until I get this whole 9 yards needs to go in there. That'll make sure it's at the optimum amount. Hopefully I can get it all in there. I'm gonna do the best I can, but I'm gonna keep packing this in here and then I'll catch back up to you. All right, folks, believe it or not, I got all this stuff here in this tube. You can see there's a little bit sticking out of the top. That's because it's gonna end up going in this cap. So, again, you're gonna need some tools to pry it down. I ended up using like a flat blade screwdriver here right around the end. I'll probably still need this here to work this around. But now I'm gonna go ahead and try to fight getting this cap on, and I'm gonna do this off screen because it's gonna be a bear. I'm gonna need all the hands I can get. So that's it. You just jam this stuff down, make sure it's even, make sure your pipe's center. Now we're gonna try to get this cap on and then we'll come back. All right, folks, I got this all together. Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention also when you put this together, you want to run a small bead of silico right on these seams all the way around, front and back there, just to prevent any exhaust from coming out. There shouldn't need to there. That'll keep it looking good there. But don't forget to do that as well. I got all the packing stuff. This end cap, thankfully, went on 100 times easier than the other one. Man, I was really happy over that. I cleaned it up. You know, you can polish this thing and almost make it look like chrome if you want. But you can see here, it's looking pretty good. I got the stickers all on here again. You know, it's really looking good here. Now, I'll tell you this. This job was a little bit more difficult than I had thought. You know, the next time I do this, I've done it once. You know, so it's not that hard. You know, I would probably investigate how much it is for freight to ship it back. It was really, really difficult pulling both these end caps off to start with. Getting the thing apart was a bear. Getting it back together was also a bear, especially on this side. I think I lucked out here. Getting that packing material in wasn't so bad. I took my time, but this is probably you know, my third day with this one here. I've been working on like an hour here, an hour there. It's one of those deals there where you just got to stop, walk away, and go do something else. Again, you just have some patience. You'll get through it. It's done. The thing comes back together fine. I got everything in there. So I'll have to see. Hopefully when I get it back on, it'll all work good. But yeah, definitely kind of a tough job there. You know, I had to buy another pop rivet gun. You know, so that was, I think I got on sale for 20 bucks, but that was additional dollars I had to spend. I could have used that to freight. So just have to see on this one here. You know, the next time I get ready to go, this pipe will be even older. It'll been more through heat cycles. It'll probably even be hotter to get apart. I don't know. Up to you there. You may investigate there. If you're thinking about this, you may investigate there, see how much it is, and just having it professionally done. This one was pretty tough. Maybe your exhaust is not. You know, I could have just lucked out and got a difficult one here coming apart, but I don't know. I got it done. It's not rocket science. You can do it. Just take your time, get it done. Highly recommend getting the factory one. A lot of the aftermarket ones have kind of a wrap, almost like a paper towel wrap. That does not work for this pipe. This takes kind of like looks like an old mop, that mop strand stuff. There's a specific amount that has to go in there. Yoshimura on their pipes pre-measures it. If you get one specific for your pipe, it's pre-measured by weight. Otherwise, you have to weigh your pipe and weigh the amount of stuff that goes in there. You can't just put any amount in there. Otherwise, it won't perform the way it's supposed to. So there's a lot to it other than just wrapping it around. There's a lot of performance stuff, which is why you repack in the first place there, to make sure you get all your performance back. So a lot more science to it than just making it quieter or what have you there. So I definitely recommend ordering the factory one. It was a lot better. Comes with everything, comes with all the rivets, comes with new bands, comes with all the stickers and everything to make it look good again. And so the pipe's all ready to go, and this should last me here for a couple more years, hopefully. So that's it. This is repacking my pipe. This is a Yoshimura RS2, if I didn't mention it at the very beginning. It's off my 2018 Yamaha Raptor. So that's it. That's how to repack one of these things there. Pretty difficult. It's not something you can't do. It just takes some patience. Mine, again, was a bear from start to finish, but I got through it without smashing it, and so that was a good sign there. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy.